What's been happening in Thailand over the last 3 weeks since we've all been watching the tests?
After our last game against the Reds, we had a bit of a break that first week, and then we jetted off to Tokyo, as some people would have seen. We went over there for an exhibition game against NEC, which is a really good experience for a lot of the guys who didn't have an opportunity to play many minutes this season. So we went over there and came up against a pretty good NEC team. We got through a lot of good training because we understood that with some of a lot of our test guys coming off big minutes in this period where we're going to have to monitor what we're doing in the next few weeks. So we got some really good training in Tokyo, and then also last week just before guys were released to play club.
It's going to be a pretty tight competition for that starting hooker spot. What have you made of Toi's form in the tests last year?
I thought he's been brilliant. Yeah, I think it's. Particularly his game on the weekend. I think him and also Tanila Tupper off the bench have been fantastic. So, coach has got a decision to make there, but whoever gets the spot, needs to make sure that we go and do the job.
And no shortage of a big game coming up too. How important is that in the context of the year?
Very important for us, for them, for the Aussie Conference. We understand that if we can get this win, it's going to really put us in a nice position for the final 2 rounds coming into 2 home games. And for them, they understand that a win keeps them in touch with us, and gives them a really good position to make the finals.
What have you said to the lads during this whole period about how important it is to finish strong?
I think, it's a difficult period to try and navigate through. We just kept saying to the guys that full focus is going to be on these last 3 rounds. Even when we were preparing in Tokyo, we're in Asia there, we still had a really clear focus about the back part of this year and really finishing the season off strong and then hopefully going on to a post-season.
I'm not sure what plans are for captaincy if Hooper's out. Has that sort of been discussed?
No, not amongst the players, to be totally honest. I'm sure Simon and the coaches have had a discussion.
Sure. Well, obviously the leadership group there.
I had a phone call with Hoops yesterday, and we just discussed. Look, we didn't talk about any of that stuff, but we definitely identified that with him being out, it's going to be a big job for the rest of us to step up, particularly on the field. We've all got roles off the field, and he will be away from the team for a period now. But at the same time, he's really keen. He's the type of guy that won't. He won't back off into the distance. He'll make sure he's still present within the group, and then it's up for us to take the slack on the field.
What's a bit of a different preparation though without him on the field as well? Do you remember the last time that he wouldn't have played in it?
No, probably when he wasn't here. Honestly, I don't remember. I think. Yeah, it was probably when he was signed elsewhere was the last time. I think he's pretty much played every minute since then, which is a pretty remarkable statistic. So it's definitely going to be a different feeling not having him playing for the Waratahs, because it obviously hasn't happened before. But at the same time, he's confident in the guys around him in that position. He's prepared them really well, and they've prepared well. So it'll be exciting to see who gets that 7 role, and then obviously who gets an opportunity to lead the side.
Do you know how long he's out for?
No, at this stage I'm hearing that it's still touch and go. There's, I think with hamstrings, which I don't know a lot about in the front row, we don't really run fast enough to do them, but I think they're still doing a few more tests to work out exactly the extent of it. All we've been told is he probably won't be playing this week.